Ready? S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never try. You will never know, you ain't never try. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Million beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Miami Dolphins. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go. At their own 33-yard line. Ready.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. Check the backer.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jameis to throw it. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Check 31, check 31, check 13, check 13, check. Hey. 5 on the 50.
Winston. He's going to wind up and air it out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The hitter here, it's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Out of the gun. Goff. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Goff. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
What? Mike 20. Four down. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check. Man, we're close. 5. Mike's 50.
On first down, it's gone. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. And he will find his man on the outside. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Hey, high 7. Mike Spopo. You must be dreaming.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the gun, here's Goff. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Tiger. Ric Flair. Smooth.
A shotgun snap for Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Telvin Smith. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Goff got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
It's third down and 6.
Cut. 20.
We're scoreless after one.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. They're on the march, but facing a third down here.
Football shot. 180. Check, 47. Hey, pick your game up. Value 3.
Here's Grant. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this.
Here we go. Football's the mic. Go. Watch the slant. 44.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
50 seconds, come on. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Working out of the gun. Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
He's coming. We got double up. Check 43. Under 10. 10. Check hard ball. Check.
They'll run on first down. It's Grant, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
BC. First down. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They will run with Grant. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
Bofo's the mic. Mike Bofo. Watch the run. Rush in. No. Off. Shell. Well, you won.
On second down now, it's Grant. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 14.
Keep playing hard.
Brings up third down.
Woo! Hey, kill. Slam. He's checking. Crash. Check 4. 49, check 4. Hold on. Check.
On third down, Grant. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. On first down, it's Grant, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
180. Shell. Hey, Charlie. 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Check.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. You're 3. Easy.
Now a give, right side. Hines. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 3rd down, Winston. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Check Mike. Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Winston. They got his man complete. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Hines on a toss play. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready. Back 25 behind. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Kill. Wait. Hey, I want to kick it. Let me go.
From the gun, Winston. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Hey, let's get there. Kill.
Again, it's Winston. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Jake Ryan in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. It gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it in a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's...
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Corey Grant, 78 yards, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
7 yards on the play, and it'll be a second down. Now Winston. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, Winston. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 6 there on 1st. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Third and long for Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Christian Wilkins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
Tonight, 180. Got you. I got you, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, orbit.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Showing it. Showing it. Out, 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 out. Check. Hey, 76.
This is Grant. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Watch the safety creep. Wide. Get wide. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
They go back to Grant. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
20. Time to go, night. 2 for 1. Hey, zoom. Check. Watch the run.
Now Goff on 1st down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 24, the 40, the 20, 10, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Fresno. Shit. Watch the twist. Switch.
They'll run on 1st down. Grant. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Ric Flair. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
61. Matchbox lights.
Slam, slam, slam.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Value 3, value 3.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Check 3, check 3.
Go, 12, go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Grant, and he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Corey Grant, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken about the 12. And an alley to run. And it's a Jacksonville touchdown.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Check nickel, nickel.
Hey, 5.
On first down, Grant. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Watch your slack, watch your slack. Watch your slack. Jim. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping.
Hey, kill. Hey, tonight.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Grant. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
From the gun on third down, gone. And he's got his man on the out route. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Back now in Miami. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
36. Check.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
DC.
And to give this time to the tailback. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
And he'll they'll take this one up close to about the 45. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jake Ryan, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Ready, flash, 22. Don't get nervous. Undercrush. Shift.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Hey, Steve 6.
50's the money. 50's the money.
Hey, let's go. Go ground.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, Haywood.
Here's Goff. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jameis to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Tight down. There you go. 57. Mike, 57.
Winston. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Goff now to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Let's go. Motion. 76. Tell him. 76. 76. Check. Mike, 50. Hey, Delta. You must be getting tired.
Goff. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. He'll take this deep in his own territory. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20.
Ready? White 25. Push him back.
On 1st down, Hines trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. They run again with Hines. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Ready? Blue lady. Come on, D. Watch it. White
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. The kick by Lambeau is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Following the interception, Winston. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face